Coverage continues now with General Sessions Court Clerk Tammy Sawyer, who was critical of the president's decision to send troops in a press conference earlier today. She joins us now to talk more about what the National Guard's presence could look like in our city. We appreciate you being here on 3 at 3. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you, Alex. Thank you.
We heard the president early this morning saying that it is official. He is sending the National Guard troops to Memphis. He also said Memphis is a troubled city. Your response?
Well, Memphis has been a troubled city for a long time, since the Memphis Massacre, since Martin Luther King was assassinated here. We continue to grapple with extreme poverty. Our schools are failing our children. All of things that we would love to have federal assistance, programs that have been cut both by Governor Bill Lee and President Trump. So it's interesting that they believe that the National Guard is the answer to the underlying issues that cause crime.
So you seem to be saying these resources could be better used elsewhere, but still here in Memphis.
Absolutely. As we've seen in these last 2 years of the Trump administration, or this last year, we've had federal budget cuts that have impacted us right here in Memphis. And one of the things that this National Guard is going to do if they come is really overburden our system. I shared earlier that we have now welcomed the Highway Patrol has increased their patrol of Memphis by an additional 50 patrolmen, and that has led to 1,000 more tickets per day, 70 more arrests per day in a jail that's crowded and full, understaffed, and needs to be rebuilt.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Paint that picture for us, if you will, especially from your standpoint and your job and what you see on a daily basis when it comes to the criminal justice complex, the 201 Poplar, as a lot of people call it.
Yeah.
How could this possibly be impacted?
Well, as I've shared, right now in intake, which is where people are held before bail is set, there are about 240 people a day waiting, and we only have chairs for 60 to 80 people. And so, people are saying that's not a symbol of crime going down, but what it is that arrests are going up. And so the response to crime, people believe that we need to arrest people for misdemeanors. We're talking driving with no ticket. We're talking driving with no tag. So some of the crimes that could be responded to with just a citation, we're actually arresting people for, and overcrowding the jails. And our staff and our county budget, the county is in dire fiscal straits right now. We did not increase taxes last year. We do not have additional income coming in, and the federal government has cut a lot of funding from the programs that help our community.
But when it comes to crime, you're going to have so many people, as you well know, talking about the perception here of Memphis, and a lot of people still do not feel safe, and they say it's justified. But what do you say to that when it comes to still bringing in those troops?
When I hear someone like Mark White, for example, who I'm not even sure lives within the city of Memphis, proceed to continuously call Memphis a crime-laden city. And I live on Jackson Avenue, right in North Memphis, and I go back and forth from home to work every day and rarely see much incidence of crime outside of loitering and homelessness, crimes of poverty, crimes that we could be putting resources towards. We're about to cut $1.5 million from the budget for the hub. So when people want to reduce crime, but we don't want to give people any support for homelessness, for drug addiction, for mental health, what are federal troops going to do except come in, bring a bunch of guys from Fayette and Tipton County to come police Black Memphis? And next thing you know, we've got another Tyree Nichols on our hands. You
were stating a little bit earlier today that you are, quote, terrified about what this means, especially in the city where Tyree Nichols died. What do you mean by that?
Well, what I understand is that the authorization of these federal troops could also be authorized by the governor, which means that these troops will be allowed to arrest. So if the governor authorizes the National Guard alongside Trump and these folks are allowed to arrest, even the sheriff himself is concerned that these are going to be troopers who are not trained in policing. They're National Guardsmen. They're here to guard. They're here to protect. However, they're going to be deputized and used as law enforcement. And what happens when a young guy out of high school is deputized, out of Ripley and comes to Memphis, Tennessee, and, has an altercation with a young man on Bill Street about go stand on the sidewalk. We go viral. Somebody gets hurt.
But I do want to ask you about, what about the accountability of some other local leaders? You probably heard today and yesterday Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris speaking out, saying this is a threat on democracy. We also heard from Mayor Paul Young today saying he didn't ask for the National Guard to come here, but they are coming and we have to essentially kind of deal with it. Your thoughts on our leadership?
Well, I was with Mayor Harris this morning, and Mayor Harris and I seem to agree that democracy is at stake. And as I mentioned, the cities that the president is threatening to occupy, 5 of them are Memphis, DC, Detroit, New York, and Chicago. And those also happen to be 5 of the 6 blackest cities in this country. It seems like a backlash against the voter base that most heavily voted against Trump. And so, you know, the mayor of Shelby County and I agree that this is an unnecessary move. You know, I think with the mayor of the city, Mayor Young, he did call a large press conference today with several community leaders.
Was that enough to impress you and maybe some others, that show of solidarity, as he put it?
It was a great press conference, and I think it's always great when people can stand together. You know, I participated in a press conference earlier with Mayor Harris, and I do think that what I would have loved to see from Mayor Young was similar to what we saw in Chicago, when Brandon Johnson said, "Not in my city." If you want to help my city, send my city what we need. And I think that Mayor Young has a tough task, but we really hope that there's a little bit more bravado and boom in his voice moving forward towards a man who is literally turning our country quickly into a fascist state.
Tammy Sawyer, thank you for sharing your opinion.
Thank you.
All right. And we do want to hear from you at home. Do you think the National Guard should come to Memphis, Tennessee? Let us know by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. We'll share the results at the end of the day. We're coming right back. Definitely stay with us.